Welcome. In this episode, I machine the sliding pinion groove and the winding pinion slot in my watch. But before I jump into that, I just want to give a brief rundown of how these two components function within the watch and their importance.
Now let me introduce to y'all, it's the one son of a musician, refuse to fall. Got the sun shining December when the blues be strong, cause I choose to be whatever, be the boom like mom.
These two components are known as the winding pinion and the sliding pinion. And the way these two parts interact with the watch allow the time to be set and the movement to be wound via the crown. Let's have a quick look at how this happens. This 6498 movement in a watch without a dial, so you can see through to the setting mechanism. When I pull this crown out, there is a few levers. So you got this one under here called the setting lever. There's an arm which runs through here called the yoke, and this big part here with this arm that comes off is called the setting lever jumper. So when somebody pulls the crown out of the watch, these parts interact with each other and move the sliding pinion over to engage the setting wheel. So when the crown is rotated, now it rotates the setting wheel. There's another setting wheel underneath here, and it interacts with this minute wheel. This minute wheel rotates the hour wheel, and the hour hand sits on this hour wheel. That rotation occurs. When the crown is pushed in, the sliding pinion is forced against the winding pinion. So when you wind, they interact with each other. And this winding pinion has the slot cut through and interacts with the crown wheel. So the teeth are one way between the sliding pinion and the winding pinion. So if you rotate the crown in the opposite direction, no interaction occurs. This is what my watch looks like at the moment. I've put this temporary alignment pin in the movement so I can attach the barrel bridge of the 6498 movement onto the watch, and then I can align it on the lathe to take the cuts in the right location. So at this point, I've set up the workpiece in the lathe, I've aligned it, I'm ready to go, and the idea behind this was to move the workpiece laterally into the cutter and sort of just cut out that groove. So I was testing this out before I turned the machine on, and I thought that there might be an issue of, as it's the tool's cutting the groove, that where the groove is not cut on the edge of the workpiece, the shank of the tool will hit it. So I decided to preempt any issues that may occur with that and cut the groove in the edge of the workpiece so it allows sufficient clearance for the shank. Next, what happened is that I heard this noise. And I wasn't sure what it was. I stopped and checked, and then I could see that the groove was completely over the hole. The alignment had moved completely out of place. What I take this down to is that the tool was it was grabbing the material and it pulled it in. So now the groove is kind of out of its location. Whether this has any effect or not, I'm not too sure. We'll find out later down the track. But then I just decided to just bore the tool into the workpiece from the edge all the way through and cut it that way. And I think that is the way that I will do it in the future. And it turned out really, really good. And I can just get the precise location. Look, it's not perfect compared to the original barrel bridge, but as long as it functions perfectly for now, I'll be happy. And in the next phase of prototyping, I'm going to get these slots and grooves bang on. The night after I was completed machining, I was speaking with Jack, who is someone that I befriended through this whole journey, and he's a watchmaking student in England, and he was explaining something to me. Look, I don't know why I don't know why I didn't think of it, but he made me realize that the tool had the tool the whole time to cut that slot with the square edges. So, you know, as I said, next time I cut the next prototype, it's going to be so much better, and I think it will be very, very close to a final product. Once I've completed the screw hole shoulders, so I can attach the top and bottom plate together and put all the pieces in, I can really do a final test and see if it's going to function correctly within the watch. This is all part of the journey, and I'm learning as I go along, and I hope that you guys get something out of the successes and mistakes that I encounter through this whole process. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you soon in the next video.